What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another GimmsRant. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Today I want to do something a little bit different for GimmsRant. I want to explore and understand the community that we're in with Dead by Daylight a little bit more by going through some questions on the Q&A Ask Your Questions DBD Twitter feed. And together we can just sort of get an idea of what people want the most out of Dead by Daylight, out of behavior in this current form that we're in. There's obviously a lot of issues in this game right now. There's no denying that whatsoever. However, a lot of people are happy with the direction of the game after the latest mid-chapter patch. There's a lot of issues. I mean, there's big, glaring issues. I mean, boon totems, skill-based matchmaking still an issue, I think, for a lot of people, including myself. But yeah, I just wanted to get a better understanding and maybe pick the most, liked comments and things like that, and maybe just go through them and see, where other people's heads are at. It's kind of an interesting experiment for myself, and also to see if they are picked up in the live Q&A that the devs are going to do. No idea when that's happening, but probably sometime soon. Yeah, let's just get a feel for it. I think it'd be interesting. But before we get into any of that, let's actually have a look at the Dead by Daylight October events calendar as well, because a lot of people are a little bit confused with this one. For instance, the Dwight Crow is now available as a giveaway from October 1st to 31st. Have no idea why that's seen a resurgence, but whatever, there it is. The October events calendar starts on October 12th to November 22nd when the DBD Mobile has the Hallowed Festival. That's good. It's good that they get a festival. I think that's something that will, help mobile, help sales, all that sort of thing. And yeah, that makes sense. Followed by that, we have the Bake by Daylight. Now, a lot of people are laughing at this and sort of thinking it's going to be cheesy humor and all that sort of stuff. But honestly, it might be funny. I'm at least intrigued to have a look. Maybe they're going to make some like Halloween cookies or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have a look anyway. So that happens on October the 15th. No idea who's involved in the dev team, but it is what it is. Then we have the Hour of the Witch release date, which is the 19th of October. So that is the brand new chapter coming into Dead by Daylight. I think everyone's keen on that. Then we have the Tome 9 release and a new Instagram filter if you're interested on October 20th. I'm interested in the Tome, that's for sure. And then October 21st till November 4th, we have the Halloween in-game event for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. In Stadia and Windows Store and everywhere else that it might be. That's pretty cool. I would have liked it to last longer. I wish Halloween was like an October event, like the entirety of an October, and then it kind of has a big climactic ending, on Halloween. But that's fine. Whatever. We have the DBD Mobile Community Challenge. That's good that they're bringing back community challenges, but it doesn't look like it's for all other platforms, so that's a bit sad. We have the Halloween Scream stream. No idea what that is, but again, it involves the Dead by Daylight Twitch channel, so probably something to do with the devs. And then we got new Halloween merch. I assume they're talking about merch, as in shirts, as in, hats, beanies, all that sort of thing. I wonder though. I wonder if that's sort of like deliberately there, maybe Funko Pops? Who knows, man? But yeah, moving on, let's go talk about this Q&A now. Pick some of the best seen questions and find out if there's anything juicy in there. All right, guys, here we go. This is the Q&A that they posted. Ask your questions, most upvoted, gets asked most of the time. I'll start with mine, just in case anyone didn't see it, just to kind of see what we're looking at. Why was the decision made to keep SBMM, skill-based matchmaking, in the game? It ultimately alienates your long-time community, the ones that have supported you since day one. Thank you. Yeah, because for the most part, wow, it's got 69 likes now. 69! Terrible joke. Yeah, it definitely does alienate, I think, the long-standing audience. Kaido, money. And I think it's ultimately a problem for the newer base. I think this is a complete new fan cater to, unfortunately, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll get chosen, maybe not. Oh, this one's got 84. Birthday King. Happy birthday for yesterday, brother. Will boon totems and scorched hooks be the new age of perks to come into the game? Like how Hexes set the tone for chapters to come. Yeah, well, when the Hag came in, if you watched, by the way, King's podcast with Matthew Cote and Polyester, it was very informative. Part 1 was anyway. Yeah, I think that's a damn good question, and I do think that boon totems are the future. I think that maybe scorched hooks will be a part of that as well, because I think that's really cool. Will we ever see the trial warm-up or the early game collapse mechanic that was talked about a long time ago? I think it's high time we hear something about it. That's a pretty damn good question, an early game collapse. Very good question. I'd love to see that. It's good to see that people are still bringing that up, even though for the most part I think it's forgotten. 54 likes this one. This will be one of the most upvoted and still ignored. Oh, I hate people like that. Get a grip. Shirtless Jeff Wen. Whoa, where's Switch cross progression? Is that cross progression with any system though? Like I see this one quite a lot. Where's Switch cross progression? Yeah, PlayStation and Xbox don't have that either. So like, you know, just to broaden the question next time. I get it that you're probably on Switch, I take it. Yeah, it's for all of us. When is Pinhead's voice coming back? It's a very good question, 121 votes. Yeah, if you guys did watch the King's podcast part 1, I don't want to put words into people's mouths, but Matthew Cote said, and I quote, "We would love to see it come back though," meaning in the way that, and by the way, check out King's podcast with Matthew Cote and Polyester. Meaning that pretty much it comes across as it was a licensing issue. It wasn't set in stone for the PTB, as he said, and I think it was up to the license holder whether or not that voice line came through or not. So, like I said originally, I don't blame behavior for that. I don't blame anyone for that. If the licensee isn't happy, end of. Do you know what I mean? It kind of sucks, but I do get it. Will we ever get a Trickster style map? Love the Trickster lobby. Yes, 100%. I'd love to see maybe like a, you know, the burnt out studio with some, you know, neon lights, neon city, Korean city style map. That would be absolutely incredible. It would be completely different than anything else, just stylistically, and yeah, it'd be awesome. No wonder I liked it. I've liked this one. Pumpkin Bread Mennington the Third. Will there ever be a bot only mode where we don't have to stress about doing well? Very cool. There's already a bit of this with the killer training, but you could only play as Perkless Trapper. Yeah, it'd be really cool if you could just have a warm-up mode, maybe learn new techniques and styles of playing, maybe, you know, just training in general would be really cool if we would have that open format for the fans. I think it'd be very cool. That's why I must have upvoted it. Yeah, this one's not... Oh, 331, nice, and I've liked it as well. Christ, I've already been through this. Are you guys ever planning to add Alan Ripley and Xenomorph? It's a silly question in the fact that they wouldn't be able to answer it, but yes, please. That would be really cool. I've liked this one as well. Simply Spookies. Do you plan to reduce the grind, such as removing perk tiers, reducing the amount of blood points needed to prestige? Very good question. And I'm pretty sure everyone would want this. Shirtless Dwight Wen. Jesus Christ. Some of these people, mate. Do you feel like survivors don't fear the killer enough? With flashlights, get out of jail free perks, and boon totems, are you worried at all that the power will swing in favor of the survivors? Any plans to combat that? What do you mean the power will swing to the survivors? I'm pretty sure it already has, right? No, in all seriousness, Survivor Friends is the power role. Survivor's obviously not. You can be a strong survivor, but you could be in a hopeless team, as we see time and time again. It's a good question, but yeah, obviously they're not too worried because it does seem that every single patch that the killer gets nerfed in some shape or form, but that just seems to be the, it seems to be the lifespan of a asymmetrical horror or asymmetrical game in general, a 4v1 asymmetrical game. It just seems to be what they do. They just get weaker and weaker, and then the fans leave, and then they go and do something else. I don't know, it's weird. Georgia says, will you add an option to search for perks to instead of clicking through the list? I've liked it again. Yeah, 100%. Really good thing. That'd be a great quality of life. Would you ever collaborate with characters from the Hanna-Barbera universe? I studied Hanna-Barbera in university for animation, so that's kind of cool. Scooby-Doo characters or Hex Girls? Yeah, fuck it. I want Shaggy. Good question. 250. There you go. Oh, someone disliked it as I did that live. Wow. Big grip. Violet says, can we have more transparency when it comes to bug fixes, turnaround time, how it happens from bug report to fix implementation, etc. Folks get frustrated when the game becomes unplayable, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Thank you. Very well said. I've already liked it previously, and I can tell why. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, behavior's biggest problem and the thing that gets them in the most trouble, I feel, is transparency. And if they just up that a little bit, I think they'd get themselves out of an awful lot of trouble. Having said that, we all know how busy they are, guys. We know that. And they're not actually in the office yet either. Well, most of them. Are there any plans for Legion involving either add-on passes or even a rework? Well, as I've said countless times again, and Elmo keeps letting me down on this one, but he has said live on one of his streams that the Legion was up next for rework as well as the Trapper. This was 4 months ago-ish, so I can't provide evidence of that, but he did say it. I believe him that it's in the pipeline. He's probably just getting to it. Yeah, Legion rework, I think, would be really cool. That's a good question. Can we expect more emotes to come into Dead by Daylight? That would be really cool. I'd like that. When are you fixing Jill? She's a goblin. Has there ever been consideration of adding classic monsters as killers to the game? Dracula, Frankenstein's monsters, or the Universal monsters? Yeah, that would be fucking cool. I grew up a massive fan of Universal monsters. Christopher Lee is Dracula and things like that. It's absolutely incredible. I would love some of those creatures. And there's so much there that you could grab into this game. Big license though, big license. As I've said before, yeah, a lot of these questions are good and stuff. A lot of them are silly and why no testing for console players? Because they can't. Yeah, it's a lot of silliness, like, you know, sort of just cosmetic questions and stuff like that. It's a shame really, because the ones that are really super important, like that one that lady said, yeah, this one, it's really not super pushed up high. You know, cosmetic questions and characters coming into the game questions are in. They actually can't answer those questions, so there's no point asking them. I know no one's just going to stop doing it, but we need to upvote the really important questions. And again, I've looked through this, even the ones that aren't voted high, and there's not a lot of like super important, like when are you going to get this done or when are you going to get that done. It's always wanting to know the next license. And I think if we're going to hold them accountable in this situation, I think we need to actually like ask them the right questions. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just my opinion. Yeah, hopefully we get a good Q&A, man. We really need it. This game's, it's in a rough place at the moment. This patch is looking pretty decent for the most part, but I have some massive concerns with a lot of it as well. But I guess we'll just see how it goes. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this GimmsRant. A little bit of a different one, just going through the community and seeing what everyone else is thinking rather than myself all the time. Especially when nothing's really happening at the moment until we wait for October, like the Halloween event and the chapter behind it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be a good Q&A? What kind of questions have you asked? Because I can't see everyone's, obviously. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more. And I'll see you guys for the stream tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.